Yeah. Go to hardafseltzer.com. Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. The peach, the lemon lime, the strawberry shortcake, and the blue raspberry. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten if you give a shit about that. We are live in over 100 stores in Tennessee. More just opened up. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, sup, Jabes?
Sup? That came on quick, huh?
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, I felt like we're starting.
The day came on quick.
Yes,
I was a little groggy coming back from Miami.
Oh, why?
And, coaching our child. We took an early flight. Obviously, coached my son's team to victory right afterwards. It's pretty warm here in Austin. It was on Saturday. Having a tough time getting the engines going. I get in my pickup truck today, you know, and shut the door. Feel like a real working man, you know, and had Sirius XM on, Sirius on the radio. I mean, just came on.
Got to do it.
And it's Bruce Springsteen today. It was Springsteen.
Okay.
That song, The Rising, came on. Can't see nothing in front of me. Can't see nothing. And I just turned on the pickup truck, and I felt like a real working man driving into work. And then I realized I host podcasts for a living. So.
You realized that was a lie.
Yeah.
And the party Ross, where day drinking was part of his life, felt like the real Ross.
Yeah.
And you just want to go back to that, and you left that Ross in Miami.
I sure did.
Yep.
You know, I wanted to crack open a cold hard AF seltzer and just be like, can't see nothing in front of me. And then
I'm too drunk.
Yeah, I looked over in the passenger seats, and there's no metal lunch pail box, nothing, none of that, nothing to you know, symbolize the fact that I was a working man. So, I host a podcast, you know. Now, if there was like an old dirty microphone next to me, you know, that would have made me feel like, brother.
Do you think sometimes, do you yearn sometimes for that kind of simple life?
No.
Okay.
I sure don't.
Okay.
I had so many jobs growing up, so many different jobs at different places and all that stuff. Well documented over the years. Olive Garden, Sports Town. Every time I go into Dick's Sporting Goods, I still have flashbacks of working in a sports town. It was a popular Georgia sporting goods store. About 2 times the size of a Dick's. It was huge.
Excuse me, sir. So these are a little tight. Do you have these in a 9.5?
Yep.
No, but there's an on sale sign. Can I?
I'll check in the back. I'll check in the back.
Can you hurry? Because we have a game today.
Yep. I'll check in the back.
I mean that like now.
Yep.
I mean, I'm still waiting.
I'll check in the back. That's the place that I got fired for sleeping in the tent in the camping section.
How long did you work there?
That one probably lasted 4 or 5 months.
Oh, okay.
Worked at a Mervyn's, worked at an Olive Garden.
Okay.
I mean, I had a million jobs then. So no, I don't miss it. I don't yearn for that anymore.
I was
for a brief second, it had clicked in, you know, where I was just like, man, I'm a working man today.
Right.
Yeah.
I was at HEB in Drip last night or 2 nights ago, and it was like 2 high school kids working the fucking register, and they were like, dude, bro, like fucking. My buddy works at Home Depot, like the one right next to that HEB.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, they don't even fucking know when you show up. He clocked in, straight went to the gym, and then came back like an hour and a half later. They didn't fucking know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They didn't know I was sleeping in that tent for, I think, 3 hours.
Yeah.
What had happened was they call your name out over the intercom throughout the store. And then they went on a search for me. And found me inside the tent sleeping. So, yeah, I didn't go to the gym.
Ross, I like you more after that story.
Thank you.
You know, you are an inspiration and now
No, I know.
visionary.
I know.
Did you crack open a sleeping bag too?
Yes. So there was
There we go.
But that was the beauty of it, was the tent was pre-set up. So it looked like the commercials.
Yeah.
Where
probably like a fake
tents-
fire going.
Yes, there was a lantern, there was a pillow, the whole thing. Like, and I zipped up and I went into a nice slumber.
Well, that's that flagship product. You know, that's that goose down. That's that memory foam.
Yep.
You know, it's
Yep.
nice.
Right.
And then you wonder when stores like, you know, huge stores like that close down, what happens to them. People don't care anymore. And this is going on in ABC News right now. They just fired 50 staffers. And they said they're not going down quietly. They're going to start giving up some secrets, I guess, from ABC News. We'll see what happens there, because people are pissed off, right? And I understand that. So at that particular sports town, they were shutting it down, and people were pissed who were working there. And they started stealing items out of the back of the store.
Okay.
So not going to say my buddy took a full pool table. That was beautiful. We played on the rest of the summer. But, an entire
That
pool
requires
table.
some assembly and disassembly for those
Sure
who
does.
don't know, especially if you want to get one of those in a house.
Yep.
Special tools.
Now, it just so happens that he knew several employees that used to work there. Ooh, maybe the big guy who helped him put that table together.
Right.
Also got a nice bicycle for college, for campus and everything else, and it was fun times.
Graduation
Yeah.
gifts, if you will.
Well, it was for myself, and
from
I
the
feel
town.
like I feel like I had earned it. You know?
I mean, if you hadn't then, you did now.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did. So
Yeah.
I understand when people kind of go on these last second rampages when they leave or tell everybody to fuck off and all that stuff. Like, I
Right.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But definitely realized I was not the working man on the way to work. And I realized I was exactly the as soon as I started singing it, and I had that mindset, I was the same poser that Bruce Springsteen was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
What a fucking sham I am.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it every night. He gets up there and he goes on stage and he just tells everybody about the hard times. Oh, I can relate, brother. No, you can't, Bruce. You can't. And I can't either. That's why I'm not going to lie to you. And I
Did he not actually, though?
Did he what?
I think he was a working man for a long time.
So that point was about 45 or 46 years ago. He's been rich since 76.
I know.
so-
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He
Does it ever
identif-
leave you?
Yeah. Does it ever leave you just like that?
It's a great.
working...
I'm really amped you asked that because on the flight home, I downloaded an album on my phone for our kids, and it was Taylor Swift. And so I don't download much shit, and it was just I played the album because it was the only thing that I could play on the plane, right?
Right.
And she keeps writing songs about breakups, even though she's 32 years old.
Exactly.
And they're amazing. And look, she has endless hits, and so does Bruce Springsteen. But it's the same thing. Are you worried about if you get away from what made you famous? Because he's still writing working man shit 45 years later, and she's still writing breakup songs in her 30s, and she's been in a relationship for 4 years. Like, are you worried that the formula is not going to work anymore?
No,
if you
you're
just
talking
write, oh, I'm
to.
happy.
No, you're talking to your fans.
Yes.
So he's talking to his fans. He can relate. Is he relating right now? No, but he knows what they're going through. Taylor Swift, what's the most universal thing you can connect
I know,
to people
but
with
do
is
her
like
fans-
a breakup. Or she's still writing about like going into rooms and being ignored by this guy and being treated like shit. And you're like, no, you aren't.
No.
You're Taylor Swift. Like anywhere you go, people are clamoring to see you.
And do
be
you not
with you.
have that moment of Taylor Swift where you sit back and you say to yourself, shit, do my fans not want to see me happy? Like, if I wrote this amazing song that I'm in love and I'm having a baby, would everybody just alienate her? Like, I want to see Taylor Swift happy.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're not a Swiftie, though. Like, the Swifties want her to speak to them. The Swifties want to have her put their emotions into lyrics.
Yeah.
And, she does that for them. That's why she is as big as she has, been working as long as she has, and will continue to probably have a career as long as Bruce, because they stay on brand.
Yeah.
And and no, your fans kind of don't want you to be super happy. It'd be really great for them if they saw that you were like also struggling and they're struggling, but you're like up there and you're talking to us and like,
Yep.
No, and I think that's true of everyone and everything. Like we say we want to see people happy, but like if we're not, we don't.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But
Tiffany Haddish, I always bring her up, but like she was fucking homeless in a car, right?
Right.
And finally got to like a place where she was killing it, and then people started to turn on her, right?
Yeah. But with Taylor Swift, we're actually going to have Lázaro Lopez in as a guest on Thursday.
Okay.
He did go to the concert.
I know. I loved all his videos.
I read you his quotes?
Yes, but before you do, I'm surprised he didn't bore at her, like chase after her with some sort of brown paper bag and try to.
I'm surprised a lot of people don't do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to read this directly. This is a direct quote from the concert off my phone from Lázaro Lopez. You ready? There's so much elegance to every single thing she does. Just graceful beauty throughout 4 hours. She played for 4 hours in Dallas on Friday nights. And he's going to go through he said absolutely beautiful show. And then there was a nice picture that he sent here. Bob, I'll text this to you here so we could pop it up. Because it is nice. But it's typical Lázaro Lopez where this picture was taken behind the stage. So he didn't get to see in front of her. He did get to see behind her, which is nice. And so I'm glad he hasn't changed,
Right.
'Cause that would have disappointed me if he was in the front row sending pictures. But when we pop this up, you'll see that he was definitely behind the stage there and still had those lovely remarks about her.
Yeah, I just saw it over
Yeah.
Rob's shoulder. This photo made me sad.
I know. And we're gonna show it to the people.
But
Okay, so
know,
look at the stage production. Okay, it appears to be amazing. Giorgio, you work these gigs all the time. Tell the people where Lopez was and why they sell these tickets in these sections.
So you're just trying to cram in as many people as you can here and maximize as many tickets as possible.
Correct.
Usually, most arena acts will close off a eighth or a quarter of the stadium because you can't see the band anymore, and they'll put up a nice like curtain or something there.
Yeah.
It seems as if they extended those seats, and then sometimes they'll give you a giant LED wall, or the stage will be in the round. So that means the artist can then turn and kind of look and wave at those people occasionally and then come back around to the main crowd. This has none of that. Lázaro Lopez looks like he's kind of just like watching the side of an LED wall. That
Yeah. So that's in Jerry World. So
Yeah.
I've been in that stadium many, many times. That is
It's pointed at the box seats. That's where we saw
is.
Canelo. I have a picture of that,
Correct.
that exact screen
Correct.
from my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Is the audience? Has the audience seen this
he
photo
looked
yet?
like he was having a great time.
He was, and look, I will say this: those screens are so massive in there. You can see the screen from anywhere. You just wouldn't be able to see her and what's actually going on the stage.
Actually, if she's in the middle there, he can kind of see her dancing. Like, you see
Yeah,
where that
when she
light's
walks
coming
out.
down.
Yeah. When she walks out.
You can see the back of her hair.
Yeah, and the ticket prices, by the way, keep going higher and higher
Of course they do.
because these shows are 4 hours.
Right.
And you're playing 47 songs, and good for her.
I mean, it's a family-friendly event,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Like our neighbors went with their kids.
Yeah,
And shit.
yeah. So it's
it's
a lovely thing. We'll
just
get
wanna
his
be-
thoughts on it though when he walks in.
You
on-
just
on
want to
Thursday.
be in the same room as her.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
want to be able to feel it.
Yeah, like if you weren't a fan, those seats would suck, right? Because you're just like, what the fuck is this? But if
Yeah.
you are, you're like, I'm here.
I'm here. I'm in it. I'm in the
I'm
building.
in the same room as her. I'm in a group of Swifties, and we're
Yeah.
all gonna just dance and have the time
and
of our life.
have the time of our young lives.
Right.
And I get that. Speaking of having the time of our young lives, the new Barbie trailer just dropped. Finally, you got to see what this thing is. We've seen a ton of photos and everything else, and they're having the time of their lives in this.
Are they?
I don't know what to make of this trailer. I wish we're on YouTube today, not Patreon, but I wish we could show it. I don't know what this is. And I'm in. I definitely want to see it because everybody said it was the best script like ever written and comedy wise, and I'm like, all right, cool. Will Ferrell did pop up in the trailer.
Okay.
So he's in it as well.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling, perfect casting choice for Ken.
Of course.
Margot Robbie for Barbie.
Of course.
Of course. And they have all the fun things in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's some subtle jokes throughout the trailer, but I have no idea what to expect from this.
Well, it's Greta Gerwig, right?
Yes.
Directing. So it's going to be
Lady Bird.
thoughtful and amazing.
It looks look, aesthetically,
yeah.
it looks incredible.
So because it's her, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
And I mean, both Lady Bird and Little Women, like her version of it, just so fucking well written.
Yeah.
Like so incredibly, perfectly well written.
Bob, did you see Little Women?
Yes.
Yes. And he loved it.
I'm a sucker for a period piece, and B, I love like everyone in that cast.
The original and the new?
No, I've never seen the original. With
No, not the original, but like Winona Ryder one.
There's been 19
I've never
remakes
seen
of
the
it.
Winona Ryder one.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, wow, Bob. Wow. There was watch
Christian
that one.
Bale?
Yeah, watch
I know.
that one. There was no need for a remake. I mean, you're
No.
Christian Bale in it.
I agreed. I was like, why would you remake this? But the way she remade it made it a different movie.
Sure.
But
It was
you
about 4 people
didn't
who watched
see the other one.
No.
But I know that one is linear and the other one is kind of like two timelines weaving back and forth. It's much better.
Were the women littler?
They went little and big back and forth.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if they had kind of shrunk them down even more or how that works out, but good to know, Bob, and I appreciate that.
It's a great movie. Hate all you want. It's a great movie.
Okay.
Not hating.
Not hating.
Not hating. Just don't know if you're qualified to say it was better than the other one if you've never seen it.
Such a strong opinion, too.
I know.
Yeah, my
really.
God.
Definitely
Gosh.
this one is better.
You really pounded the table on that one, Bob.
Why is this one better? Because this is the one I saw.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't see the other one. God damn it.
interesting. Because
This
it wasn't
was
even
the
good,
best.
so I didn't even fucking watch it.
Fuck you guys.
No, I mean,
Fucking cucks.
It's a very did you read the book situation.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
kind of, but then someone like not reading the book and being like, it's so much better than the book. And you're like, but did you read it? And they're like, no.
Which has been me many times.
Yeah.
What?
Memed?
No, me. I've been the one defending the movie without reading the book and then lying and say I've read the book.
And saying it was so much better in the book. Yeah.
And I get that.
Sure.
You know, we all want to seem smart and pretend that we
Bob
read the
was
book.
Bob was in theater for the ladies. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He wasn't like, he was like, I hang out with a bunch of chicks.
We sure about that?
It sounds like it. I mean, he likes Little Women because, like, look at the cast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe. Or maybe, you know, he liked hanging out with them. And then, you know, when he's not hanging out with them, he's hanging out with a very muscled friend, Dan.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Cut to Delco there. Look at the two of them. Look at the two of them together. There it is.
Just a couple of
Yeah, look, a couple of silver spoons
couple
right
of
there.
1-2.
1-2 bruisers right there.
Yep.
1-2 bruisers right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Bunny is dating a Kardashian right now,
Uh-huh.
and I don't care. However, I do care if you're going to take pictures on a horse, and as a man, you decide to ride behind her. I think that's probably the wrong look. Bob, if you wouldn't mind pulling up this pic here. Oh boy, dude. He's the biggest musical act in the entire world, correct, Giorgio? Like there is nobody bigger than this guy.
What's
Probably not.
Streaming wise.
Yeah, probably not.
how should they be writing?
He should be in front there. Instead, like he just looks like a little tiny man just kind of gimped out behind his lady there.
No.
She's a tiny woman.
Yeah.
She's a tiny little waif of a woman there. Probably weighs $110, $115, and
Except I guarantee you, only one of those people knows how to ride a horse.
I don't think either of them know how to ride a horse.
You don't think the Silver Spoon girl hasn't
she
ridden a
yeah,
fucking
she
horse
does.
before?
No.
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
She
she
owns
does.
horses.
Yeah.
She owns
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
But she looks like one of the ones who just looks at the
But
horses.
you forget, Rob, the beaches of Puerto Rico are littered with horses. So he probably grew up
Oh,
riding
yeah.
one of those tiny ponies around, showing people around the island.
Fuck yeah, he did. Fuck yeah,
Honestly,
you do.
I think maybe you got to ride in the back to control the reins. It's like a reverse motorcycle situation.
He
You know,
was
where,
probably handing out puka shell necklaces to tourists on the back of a horse. Surprised to see him on the from behind like that, holding on to her.
No, this is actually alpha as fuck, right?
It
Because
kind of does
pop it up
look.
one more time.
yeah, here's how alpha it is, right?
All right.
A peasant controls the horse, rides the horse. A king controls the rider of the horse.
If he was in a carriage behind her, yes.
A chariot.
Yes. Then I would say, all right, cool. Take me to my next destination, and then you're fine. But this, when you're just slumped over, gimped out
No,
behind her.
he has like his arms underneath. He's actually like holding her on. Whereas like she would be bumping around behind him.
I don't know. I don't know how this.
I really think it would look more feminine for him to be in the front.
he's also copping a feel right now. He's got that nice Kardashian booty as a comfy. You know?
She's not the one with the ass, though. That's the thin one. And it's that horse doesn't look that comfortable to have two people on top of it.
None
Also,
of them are in a stirrup.
no,
Yeah.
there are no stirrups. I was looking at this. I was trying to like look at the saddle or whatever.
Bareback.
There is something on the horse's back, but it's not like a typical like stirruped saddle. I don't know what they're doing.
Oof.
I don't know about this. It looks
Yeah.
dangerous.
It does a little bit.
Also, that horse looks small. Like let's see this. Look at
Yes.
this leg size.
Yes,
This is
dude.
like a mini pony. This is not some sort of Clydesdale that's like up to
crazy.
your like head.
Two humans shouldn't be riding that goddamn thing. You
Like
know?
its legs are the same size as the humans.
I know.
Yeah, by the way, why are you?
I don't know. Everything about this pick is
It looks
so
poor.
odd.
Like, why
It
could
does.
you not have your own horse?
Two of the richest people on the planet both riding
They have to
together
share
on
a
one
horse.
tiny horse.
Like
yeah.
they got a BOGO for the sunset ride.
Yeah, where it's like, hey
No.
guys, sorry you were late. We've got
No,
one
you should
horse
have your
left.
own horse. You should have a horse for your purse. You should have a horse for like your hat. Do you know what I mean? Like you should just.
There should be 19 different horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But instead, you got two fuckers on one horse and not really sure what's happening there or why. But Bad Bunny, you're the biggest pop star in the world right now. You're headlining Coachella, and this is
Yeah.
what you decided to do for the weekend?
Oh,
Yeesh.
yeah.
Yeesh.
If I floated that idea to any one of you guys to go with Kendall Jenner
I know.
for the weekend up in Malibu, you're going to have to ride side saddle in front of her. That's fine. You would be like, no problemo. Do I hang out with Kendall Jenner for the weekend?
But not
Yes,
for
sir.
Bad Bunny. He doesn't, like, he has his pick of the world right now, you know?
Well, I think he kind of got pretty high up there.
Yeah, he's pretty close. Shakira's single right now, you know? Try to find her. George, you mind cranking up the AC here? The heat's starting to pick up in Austin. Weird weather today.
I'll set to a nice 69.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
A
Weird
cool,
weather today.
A cool
When I
69.
took the kids to school, it was like, felt like breezy and 60. Now it's, I think it's supposed to hit 90 degrees today.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here in this city. It gets cold and it gets real goddamn hot.
Did you guys go through the lineup already?
For
Coachell's?
yeah, we did.
okay.
It's not worthy of a thing to me. It's a K-pop band. It's headlining. That's one of the headliners. Bad Bunny is one of the headliners.
Gorillas?
Not my jam. Yeah, but like,
Bjork?
you know.
Ross is more of a stagecoach kind of guy now.
Yeah, it
Oh, you
feels like
think?
it. It feels like it's.
Yeah, I mean, that's the festival to
Dude,
go
the
to.
Chemical
Yeah.
Brothers would be sick.
Most of the acts right now that are huge, that are really rocking my tits off now, are on the countryside right now. Like Chris Stapleton, I'm excited for him to come back in October again. Morgan
Yes.
Wallen's last album, that fucking 36-track album, was really goddamn good. So yeah, there was a chick named Maggie Thomas. Does she classify as country, Bob? She played halftime at the national championship game last night. Look her up. I don't know if she's country or not. The song is big, and it's kind of like one of those pop country crossovers. But she was really goddamn
Yeah, I mean,
good.
you got that this year, Ross. You got Luke Bryan headlining, Chris Stapleton headlining, Kane Brown, Brooks and Dunn. Yeah.
I mean, that's a banger of a lineup right now.
ZZ Top.
they're not country, but
No, but
they
I mean,
look it.
You want to mix it up a little bit. Diplo is actually playing it too, so
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, well, there you go.
At Stagecoach?
yeah, he's probably gonna spin some sort of country set.
Little Old Town Road. Well, I'm gonna take my horse. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, little Cyrus in
Yeah.
there. We were talking about the ladies basketball tournaments Sunday nights, and we watched it. We popped it on for the first time, I think, ever. And we wanted to watch Caitlin Clark. She did not disappoint, dropped 30 points. They ended up losing. The ratings came in late last night. I was digging into them. I texted Bob and Delco. So there's an average rating that they kind of give you like the average ratings for it, and it was 10 million. But I also look at like the peak ratings of it when it peaks. The peak was 12.6 million at one point. Now, if the game was a little closer towards the end, I think you probably could have hit 14 million. To put it in perspective, for the women's national championship, that 12.6 million peak was higher than the NBA Finals last year at 12.4, and we were all there for her, right?
Right.
To capitalize on this, as soon as the ratings dropped yesterday, Jill Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, forgive me, immediately hops on Twitter and says, "Congratulations, ladies. I'm inviting both of you to the White House, both LSU and Iowa." And that was a no-go for a lot of people. People erupted. In particular,
She didn't know.
Angel Reese, she should have fucking knew. Angel Reese, the one who kept taunting Caitlin Clark in her face over and over again for the last 40 seconds of the game, even though they were up 15 points, hopped on Twitter last night and says, "What a joke," with some emoji, laughing faces and all that shit. This one I'll side with her on. Yes, that is a joke. We don't do participation trophies in this country. I mean, I know the left does, and that's fine. But you don't do it. That's a big no-no.
Ain't libs putting up Confederate statues.
Yeah, you don't do it, bruh. You don't do it.
Right.
So the White House immediately walked back that statement this morning, and people erupted. Now I know why she did it. Everybody came to watch the game for Caitlin Clark.
Right. So she was like, "Hey, good job, ladies."
Yep. But can I still get that
Like
pick
a
with
win.
Caitlin Clark? Like,
I think she also was kind of like a win for one is a win for
For all.
all women,
Yeah, that's-
right?
yes. That's
and
the way it was
I kind of
worded.
get that, but we got to do it the exact same way.
Sure do. So with that, yeah, it's like Pop's point about the South. It's like, hey, dude, you lost that war. You can't put up those statues down there, you know?
Right, right.
Although, we are a sponsor of the Tampa Bay Rays. Bob, do you want to pull up that picture?
What?
So opening day, which we were at the Marlins game.
Right.
We, you go and QC the stadium and everything else, and it was great. We had an unbelievable time. Talked about it, did all the things. I wasn't at the Rays stadium, but a bunch of listeners were, and some friends from college were, and they said, "Hey, did you hear about the banner they hung?" And I was like, did I miss something? Because they didn't win the World Series last year.
Right.
Bob, can you pull up that pic there? Oh, boy. So they hung a banner for the American League 2022 wild card.
So they won the wild card, and that was like enough.
Yeah. So
It was the highest award.
No.
Let me go further into this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bob.
They
Go ahead.
finished in third place in their 5-team division. However, they had a good enough record because the rest of the American League stunk so much that they were able to make MLB's newly expanded playoffs. Now, I thought hanging a wild card banner was stupid when it was a shrunken playoff, right?
Yeah.
When it was just 4 teams, 3 division winners plus the fourth best record in the league, whatever that may be. It's like you didn't win a division, just don't hang it. Don't hang it.
Right.
I
Don't
thought
do
that
it.
was bad.
Don't do it.
Right.
But
And
this is
what, 5th place in the American League, Bob?
So they finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the 6th best record in the American League. And they hung a banner for it.
What?
And they didn't even get out of the wild card round.
And you wonder why people don't like baseball.
No.
This is ridiculous.
Baseball's back. It's fun. The ratings have been up. A lot of fans came out over the weekends. That pitch clock helped, and the game's been pretty fucking exciting. You don't hang that banner, though.
Conference championships and
don't do
national
it.
championships only. Maybe a national runner-up.
Correct.
Like national finalist.
For baseball, there's 3 acceptable things to hang a banner for:
World Series,
league pennant, so
Yep.
winning the AL or NL,
Yep.
and then winning your division.
Right.
Those are the only 3 fucking things you hang a fucking banner for.
And Jesse's a Yankees fan. Could you ever in a million years picture the Yankees hanging a wild card pennant in the outfield?
No, because they're good.
Yeah, exactly. You don't do that. You don't do that. But the listeners hit me up who were at the game, and they were like, "Hey, dude."
If it's all you have, fine.
No.
We can't
They
fit
were
as
in
many
2
as
World Series in the last 15 years?
the Rays.
Yes.
Yeah.
08 and 2020.
Yeah, I mean it's recently they were in the World Series, so.
And they've won division titles as well.
Oh, yeah.
At least 1 or 2.
They're a good team, and they're undefeated. They're 4-0 right now, so. Yeah, they're a great team. There's just no need to hang a wild card banner up there. That seems a little. I know you're trying to get everybody amped for opening day, but seeing that hung up, it'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And they literally won the division last year. The year before. So
Yeah.
they have a 2021 American League East division champions beating the Yankees, the Red Sox, everybody in fucking, and they won in 2020. So the 2 years in a row, they beat the stacked division. That's worthy of, over a course of the season, that's worthy of hanging a banner. This is just,
Oh boy,
it's fucking a lot, man.
yeah, it hurts a little bit, But they are undefeated, and if you're heading out to the stadium, Hard AF Seltzers everywhere, you can get it there. So
Right.
enjoy yourself. And take a pic of that before they pull it down. I reckon that's probably going to stay for about 2 weeks until the rage sets in. And
Right.
they're like, hey, let's not be losers.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pull this down.
Let's not put a loser flag up.
Yeah. We just got to kind of clear out of that.
Yeah.
People are asking about the Trump thing. We will cover that on Fake News on Patreon today with on Drinking Bros. I think the arraignment is today at 2, and then there's a press conference at 4, I believe. So we'll kind of run into that as it goes on. Since we are on Patreon, maybe we can run with Alvin Bragg's live conference there and kind of tip into it. So we'll see. Maybe you and I will do that master show beforehand, and then kind of bleed into that to see what happens.
We do have some local news that's kind of been making the rounds.
Whoa! What do we got here?
A little bit more our speed.
What do we got in the ATX?
For a little crime corner.
Yeah, that's
No
what we're talking
way.
about.
Oh, that's
today.
what we're going to talk about.
Really?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it now. Who cares? I want to know what's going on in my city.
Let me show Ross the Facebook group once I log into Facebook.
Crime Corner.
Crime Corner.
We never done one this early, but also I don't know that we've had one in this city before.
I think we have a lot of intel.
We do.
You guys
do?
do?
We know this person?
Oh, no,
No.
because it's an ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So on Crime Corner, it wasn't last week, but the week before, we did the smiley face killers
Okay.
story that Bob sent me, and touched on the rundown of that. Is there's a bunch of just youngish, it's same age. For the smiley case, it's around like 20 to 25-year-old dudes that go out for a party and end up drowning in a body of water by wherever they were at a bar.
Okay.
And everyone, the cops are just kind of like, all right, well, he got he was wasted and he just drowned, instead of really investigating it. Once they really get into it, they find that there was like strangulation and they were drugged and
drugs in
date
the
rape
system,
drug and all of that, separated from their friends, taken in a van. So once they really get
5
into it.
dudes?
No, so the smiley face killer is a bunch.
Okay, gotcha.
There may not all be connected, but it's this idea that like, is a dude that's like a professional drinker really going to drown in water? Like it feels a little bit
Over and over again.
over and over again. You're
Yeah.
kind of like, look, these are professionals. Like you guys
Sure.
black out, you guys will be in a ditch and bushes, something like this. But
Yeah.
really, we're walking down to that's hard to get sometimes, bodies of water, and just going face first and drowning.
Plopping a body in there.
Right. And so then Austin Not that it's connected, but
Okay.
what's happening, this is what, the third body found in Lady Bird Lake in a month.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is your. This is where you kayak, right? Don't you yak down there?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but-
been looking for bodies. What's up?
Yeah.
Here's what's up. It's all happening on Rainey Street. So
Rainey.
they're referring to it as the Rainey Street Ripper.
Oh, I
But
like
he's
that
not.
a
He's
lot.
not ripping anyone.
He's not
No.
ripping
He's
anything,
ripping them out of the bars.
but he is leading them to water.
Wow.
So
Okay.
what are you-
And,
are
and
you
there's a
t-
Facebook page now dedicated to this. How
It's-
many people? How many subscribers do we have?
It very recently went viral, and it's up to almost 40,000 members.
Oh fuck! All right.
So the thing
All right.
is that it's like we're not used to dudes being the victims
Yeah.
Bros.
Bros.
with bros
Is
being
it
the
specifically
victims.
Bros.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's bros.
Almost entirely, yeah.
Almost entirely. They're there for either like it's always like bachelor party or somebody's like New Year's or birthday, and it's like some big bash. But these aren't people that are like, don't know how to fucking go out and party,
Sure.
right?
And why would they go down to the river? Is the other question.
Okay.
So here
That is the question.
The
Yeah.
layout, right?
Yeah, put the map on screen for everybody. So I know the layouts. It's a pretty.
Rainy Street's up here
It's
where
a
I'm moving
decent.
my mouse.
It's a decent hike. It's a decent hike, right?
Not really.
The reason why Rainey Street is an interesting
No, but if you're fucked up,
killing ground is only because there are so many people and everyone's super fucked up.
sure.
Right?
But it, like pop up that map one more time, Bob. So if you're that wasted that you're about to drown in a river, so wasted that you can't swim, walking that distance and then going down that trail and down the hill into the water, it'd be really tough for somebody super fucked up to do, right?
You would think so.
Yes, I think so. Looking at this, map,
Especially
yes.
if you are what?
I know that
Also
area.
drugged too,
Well, so-
or
Yeah.
That's the thought is that these people aren't just drunk.
yeah, because
They are
otherwise
drugged.
you don't just like, even if you're drunk, you don't just like pass out in water and not like, you know what I mean?
You could, if I was blackout drunk, like for example in Miami,
Yep.
where I was pretty fucked up.
Uh-huh.
If someone had shoved me into the pool in
You'd
the
be like,
backyard, that would be a shock to the system.
It wouldn't just be like Bob is face down now,
Right.
and doesn't ever just dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's very crazy. And the dudes usually are like pretty athletic. I know with Smiley Face, like pretty athletic. They're like in college sports, like tall. They're not someone that you would think of as a victim.
Do you have any pics of these dudes?
Yeah, here's a good example of a lot of these guys here.
Okay.
So this one, Jonathan Honey,
Don't
that's the
show
guy that
that.
just died.
Oh boy,
Don't
Bob.
show the
Bob,
other
one on the
one.
far right. Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. They are.
It's real.
they're
It's a dude.
Gay guys are a subset of it too. Like it's a not insignificant subset. Is they're killing gay guys, but it's mostly like straight bros, like Jonathan Honey here, Christopher Wright. A couple of these other guys are more.
What
like,
were the three this month? It was Honey, right?
There's 3 this month.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's why it's like when the third one was found, this Honey guy is when people are like, wait a minute. What? And so the city is being like, we need more, needs to be more well lit on the path by Lady Bird Lake, which is just like,
No.
but why are they?
Nobody would walk
Going
down
there.
Nobody would walk down there. There's no reason to walk down there whatsoever.
In the Facebook group, someone said something kind of interesting. What if it's a lady on a dating app who says she likes walks or like wants to go do something else tonight? You know, once they leave Rainey Street.
Oh, and then drugs
It's
them
not
and
that.
then-
They have the phones, they have everything. It's literally like they're out with fucking bros. Something happens. In a lot of the stories too, it's like they didn't even really drink that much. Why were they that wasted? And then somehow get separated from the big group of friends that they're in, right?
Have you ever been roofied?
No.
Okay, so
And you know that I'm pissed about that.
yeah, well, Japes, let's not put that out there, but sure.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's wrong?
Here's some more.
You weren't attractive enough to be roofied. Go ahead, Bob.
No. I found the wrong picture. I keep going.
So I have been, all right? I'm a bro, fucking, the frat guy and the same shit, right?
Grab the wrong drink.
No, I did not. It was my drink. A bartender at a place had fucking nuked us and I guess was trying to date rape dudes or something like that, right? As soon as it kicked in, I knew what was going on and I told my friends that I was with. And there was only 8 of us at the bar. It had just opened. It was like a pre-thing for a friend of ours' birthday party or whatever. So it wasn't any of my friends, and there wasn't like a huge club where somebody would have walked over and done something. It was only 8 of us in there and 1 bartender. So I know exactly who did it and what happened. The answer of why, I don't really know, but I was able to make it to my house. I remember throwing up 2 or 3 times, and then after that, lights out, guerrilla radio, that was it. I know nothing. You could have put me in a fucking bathtub and drowned, or in a river or something like that.
But
and
you don't know that because you weren't.
I'm guessing just how out of it I was.
Sure.
And it led into the next entire day. And I didn't start to even feel remotely better until about 10 p.m. the following evening. I mean, it lasted a good 24 hours. I was unconscious. And like, I don't know if you would have dumped me in a river that I would have been able to do anything. If you would have caught me maybe 30 to 45 minutes later. Dead serious. So, yes, if you're putting something like that in somebody's drink, and especially somebody who's already been drinking, because I hadn't. That was my first drink of the evening, too. And I was that far out of it. I think it's entirely possible that could happen.
What other intel do you have?
Did they check? Let me ask you this. Did they do toxicology reports on these guys?
They do, I believe.
Yeah, so anywhere but Florida.
They keep saying no foul play.
Right.
Well, because it would turn up in your system. I know that.
Do you think they're keeping it under wraps to try to do an investigation? I don't know.
Potentially. Because I had to go into the hospital the next day and get an IV and all that shit, and they took a blood sample and confirmed it and all that stuff. But I don't know. The parents, I'm sure, are getting together, right?
Yeah, they know each other, but
They've
Okay.
talked a little
they've talked
bit,
a little bit.
All right.
but not like a ton. I mean, there are a lot of parents being like, "There's no way. There's no fucking way he would have done that." And I don't know if it's denial.
No, I'm with them. There's no way you make that walk down to the river from Rainey Street, and it's not easy. And you still got to go down the dirt,
What's this?
path
This is
and all that shit.
An entry point.
Yeah,
Right.
there's just no way. I'm telling you, there's no way.
And this is how you get down
Yes,
there.
that's exactly what I
Yeah.
just said. Like that, there's just no way. You do that on a whim and been like, oh man, wouldn't it be fun to go into the river tonight? No, no. Like, sorry, that's just not it. That's definitely a serial killer. So, James, I'll give you this one. You're on to something. Now,
It's
what are you
not-
going to do about it? Are you going to be a
Okay.
solution or part of the problem?
Yeah, so we have a plan.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to go to Rainey. Bob's going to be the bait, which feels weird. Bob's going to be the bait, and I'm going to be the lookout.
Bob's, yeah, Bob could pass as a gay guy pretty easy.
No, it's the...
Well,
What?
thank
Is that
you,
what you're saying?
but-
It's not gay
Thank
guys.
you, but it's not gay guys.
It's
Well,
bros.
I looked at it.
It's bros.
It's bros.
Bros who...
There was one gay guy in that photo.
Seriously.
When I saw the photos you guys put up there, I immediately said
don't
3 out of
put that
5.
one, Bob.
I said 3 out of 5.
Don't show that other one.
That
said
was a
3 out of
bad-
5.
It's a bad picture.
I think
As soon as I saw the 5 guys, I said 3 out of 5.
honestly the best target would probably
There's-
be Ross. You should probably go with Ross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like if
But
that's
like,
what it is, yeah.
Yeah, and especially if they're 33, right, guys?
And I was already a target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got
Yeah.
to be real loud. I'm gonna be real loud about it and be like, "Oh man, I love this place. I don't even
Yeah.
live here.
Yeah.
Just came down for the weekend."
Yeah.
man."
And then you've also got to say like, I would never suck someone's dick.
Yeah.
Ah man, I fuck that, dude.
Homo.
Yeah, and you got to say
Gay?
that, and
Yeah.
then boom, you get the roofie, and then down the river. Go. I mean, I don't. You'd have
Yeah.
to catch him. Yes, I. Here's what happened.
And even
Roofie goes in to drink, 30 to 40 minutes. Girl comes up, walks him down to the river, pushes him in the fucking river, or the gay
It's
dude.
not a girl.
A gay dude.
It's
or
not a gay dude.
we
We need you to actually. Actually,
with
we
gay
just
dude.
need you to listen.
I'm gonna go with gay dude.
Actually, this is actually where you just listen.
No, I'm gonna go with gay dude.
And I know you think it's like you know everything, but it's not.
Jess, you're
it's
asking
not.
a lot right now.
My money is
It's
on
bro
gay guy.
haters. It's bro haters.
This is incel action.
It's incel action.
This is
It's
a
you
school
get all the
shooter-looking
fucking girls.
motherfucker.
You're fucking hot. I'm a little,
Let's put up odds on mybookie.com, gay or straight, for the Rainey Street Ripper. And promo code Drinking Bros doubles your first deposit. My
We need to
money's
think
going
of
on
a
a gay
different
dude.
name though, because
No, I like
Rainey
Rainey
Street Ripper.
He's not ripping anyone. Though.
I know.
He's ripping them out of the bars, man.
Ripping rags
It's-
and putting chloroform in their face.
Guys,
I
you
like
gotta go with
alliteration.
something sexy. It's sexy. It reads well. It rolls off the tongue. The Rainey Street Ripper. You know?
Yeah.
Actually,
it.
someone had. So I saw this. I think in the Reddit, it was really funny. So that we've told you about how the Jack the Ripper started in Austin, right?
He did.
Really?
Yes,
Same guy.
it's the same guy. Jack the Ripper started in Austin and then moved to London.
No shit.
I think we did an episode on that for Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a real thing. Like Jack the Ripper almost certainly started in Austin, Texas. He was known here by the less cool name, the Servant Girl Annihilator.
Yeah, that doesn't really.
Yeah, I don't like.
Doesn't really.
I don't like that
roll
one.
off the tongue.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper, they got it right. Maybe that's why he moved to London, because he was like, oh, Christ.
Right.
That fucking name sucks. He's
not
going to
right.
give me a better name, And they were like, oh, let's go to
Can
London.
it be like the Dipper or something?
So someone said for this is the Dude Bro Annihilator
I do like.
because it's Austin.
I
It's
do
same-
like
yeah.
that. I do like that. Who do you think? What do you think the profile is, Bob, of the person?
I think it's
or multiple people.
I think it's a relatively nondescript incel looking guy. Like you can't be. It's not going to like you're going to
It's
notice
like a
trench-
Joe from you or something.
Yeah, you're going to notice Mr. Trenchcoat, or right? Or
for
Mr.
sure.
But it's some
Pop open Joe from you. That's exactly who I think it is. Just a little bit bigger, because you still got to carry these people down on the river.
I don't know.
Bigger than Penn Badgley or whatever the fuck his name is. Pop him up on screen there. Yeah, that's exactly who I've got in my
This
mind.
is not far off, I think.
But like with the hat, like doing everything they can to just be like nondescript and
Yeah.
on Rainey Street, like
This is
very
nondescript on Rainey.
easy. Yeah, like very easy to kind of. I mean, pretty much anyone.
Yeah. Hey, can I help you home? Sure, man. I'll fucking. You put your arm around that guy, and you're like, "Man, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
We're not
I
gonna do
don't
no
know.
gay stuff, right? No, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
walk you home.
Yep.
I gotta go down. Hey, have you seen the river at night, dude? It's fucking crazy.
And I think he does kind of like a you thing where he is not you, but the show.
Yeah.
Where he's like in the corner scoping, finds his mark.
Yes. Yeah. It feels like the TV show.
Yeah, he's just sitting there in the corner, like drinking some fucking. Well, this guy's not pretentious. Like Joe is pretentious. I think.
Right.
I think the Rainey Street Ripper is more awkward and angry.
But hates bros.
Bros.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hates fucking
bros.
bro. Maybe you know what? Maybe it's like people are always mad about the type of person moving here. It could be
Right.
an old Austin type. Or someone who wants old Austin back, maybe a little,
yeah.
maybe a little bit
Yeah,
hipstery.
yeah. There
you know
you
what
go.
I mean?
Right,
Now
right.
you're
Type of
thinking.
pretentious.
Yeah.
Because they hate the tech bros that are ruining everything.
Yep.
They hate fucking the people moving here. It's all bullshit, man. Fuck Tesla. Fuck Elon. Fucking asshole probably listens to Joe Rogan and shit.
Yeah.
around.
I bet
yeah.
she's got fucking bow hunting equipment out in his fucking garage,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I bet he loves elk meat.
So anyway, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna wear one of my best rugby shirts.
Okay.
Yep.
Backwards hat like
Yep.
this one.
Pop
Probably
the
this
collar.
one.
And pop the collar, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be, sitting there just fucking broing out, like, only drinking like Lone Stars and shit.
Yeah.
Or some
The
stupid.
problem is that like you do have to go with a group of
Yeah.
dudes, right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
then
the three of them that's a perfect trio right there, And then,
Right.
and then also it would answer the question of like which one of you is more rapeable at the end of the day, and like I think that would be a nice.
I would
nice
scare the rapist away.
thing
You gotta
to-
leave me at home.
What?
well, I think they would be like, not that Bob doesn't look like he's from here, but like
Like
I think
he's-
they
like
want
he's
to
in college,
target
yeah.
people that
Okay.
don't look like they're local and have family or have some, have people
Sure.
they can call. That's the idea is like they're going back to a hotel
Yeah.
usually, right?
Yeah.
And they're there by themselves.
Yeah.
This guy, the last guy was traveling from DC to go to a bachelor party.
Mm-hmm.
So like they somehow knew that he didn't live here. He would have nobody local to help, or he wouldn't know where he was going. I don't know.
Either way, it's,
I don't know, it's
a
just
fun thing that I think we
weird.
should get involved in, and I think you guys should start going out on Rainey Street on the weekends, and then see what happens. Just see what happens. Because even if you get drugged up and you're able to get out of it, at least you would know, right? And that would answer the age-old question, because you guys said you were never touched as altar boys. So then it's like, all right, cool. Maybe you got better looking when you were older, and you would always have that answer at least. And that's something nice to take home with you.
Time for redemption.
Yes.
So here's another one from 2018. Louis Ramirez, chill fucking guy. He was 37.
Okay.
Chill fucking guy.
He's a chill fucking guy.
Went
yeah.
to St. Ed's, had a bachelor in political science.
Right.
Yeah.
This is just a fucking bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just,
They're just bros,
bros, dude. Bros.
They're just bros. And I'm sure they're hateable. Sorry, but I'm sure when they're out, meh,
Yeah.
they're annoying. And so,
Let's take a little hike down to the river. See what happens.
they either did something, said something to somebody,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
And
who knows?
they got taken care of.
Either way, I like this crime corner today. Like, that's nice.
And
I didn't
that's
know this was going on.
That's
in our own
actually
backyard.
Another fun thing to do when I'm out there. I'll find like guys alone and I'll bump into them and be like, "Out of my way, virgin!" And then I'll just slam my beer down and be like, "Don't touch this!" And then I'm taking a leak with my fucking wet dick. And then
Yeah. Like if you see someone like that looks like Joe in the corner, you'll just be like, "What are you fucking gay?"
Yeah, we staring at me. You
Yeah.
And then it's all of a sudden, boom.
Yep.
You're getting a sweet walk down to the river.
Yeah, and so he might just get punched, but we're hoping that he gets drugged.
We're hoping, but we're not sure.
Yeah, they might just get in a lot of fights on Rainey.
Yeah, you guys going down there for the three of you guys should go down and watch the Masters or something. Kind of start the day early.
It's not a great sports place.
Yeah, it's actually
Rainey Street, is it?
No.
like it really is just like go down there to get
There was one
super fucking
one
drunk.
bar. There was one bar that I went to. It's right next to Tommy Want Wingy, which is my favorite wings in the whole city. Love Tommy Want Wingy. That bar was pretty fun, and they had put on the game, but I forget it's connected to it, whatever it is.
that is it's the one they moved.
Yeah, you gotta turn your mic on.
Oh,
Starts with an L.
Not sure, but when I got the wings,
I only know the
they said I
look
could wait
of
in the bar.
I don't know names. I only know look of
Same
places.
here, yeah.
Like it looks like a log cabin on the outside, and then there's a big like outdoor turf area with
Yes.
tables.
They used to be bungalow, I think you're describing.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know the name of any of these bars. I'm with Jesse. I can tell you what it looks
Possibly.
like, but that's about it.
You're talking Luster Pearl.
Okay, yeah. Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
All right. So
that's the one I'm imagining doing it.
Yeah.
in. Luster,
Yeah.
Luster Pearl's a good one because it's big and nondescript. I don't think Clive is a good one. Do you?
No, you know what they're probably doing is Unbelievable still there.
Yeah, Unbelievable is a good hunting ground for bros.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a name that is a little.
Attracts bros.
That's a little too on the nose.
Yeah. Guys, let's
Unbelievable.
go to
Unbelievable, man. I'm fucking.
The girls love it. They have a slide.
a slide.
Slide?
It's like a circus theme bar.
Wait, what? What's the slide for, and how big is it?
They also got in some hot water with the controversial takes of their owner.
Who did what?
Very anti-Semitic stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
What, Kanye, is
okay.
Kanye on the bar?
He might.
All right. What's the slide in the middle of it for? It just goes all the way down?
Yeah, it just goes down to the second level.
Oh, look at that.
Oh God.
Look at that.
There's a slide.
I think we
Okay, so
have
this
a
is
winner there.
yeah. Is this still there?
Yeah.
It's still there. This
Okay,
is,
yeah, this is the one.
This is the one, I
Perfect.
think.
Yeah,
This is
this is the one.
hunting ground. Like I don't think he's stocking bangers.
Well, Bangers it closes pretty early.
True.
It closes at like 10 or something.
God
yeah.
damn it. We're solving crimes live on
Yeah.
air. This is exciting.
Well, I mean,
Holy
if the
shit.
Austin Police Department won't do it, we will.
I know, right?
Well, they're getting defunded right now. So they got a lot of people that quit. I think over 300 officers have quit already. So they don't care anymore. But that's a great one, dude. Now we're really I feel like we're on Reddit right now. I feel like we're solving the mystery for everybody. I go down to those two bars, right?
Yeah, Luster Pearl and Unbelievable
Yes.
to me are the hunting grounds.
Yeah,
I would
go
skip-
down because there's rain in the forecast all weekend for the Masters, so it's
Yeah.
going to go late into the evening. Start some drinks in the afternoon, get some wings, kind of hit both of those spots, and then just see what happens.
But
see if some guy puts his arm around you.
At the same time, every bar at Rainey now, all the new bars and everything's douchey. So it's like it's just becoming West almost.
Okay.
So it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, but I mean that's probably what the attraction is for this killer, right?
But I'm
That's
saying
it.
it's harder to kind of limit which bar it might be.
Gotcha,
we have more
gotcha.
options.
Well, look, we have a good starting point. So we got these two bars. You guys can go out there for the weekend and then report back to us next week. And if you don't show up for work, we know you're dead.
By the way, what's also interesting here with Unbarleavable?
Yeah.
So here's Unbarleavable. You just go out around back of it, and you got a straight, relatively secluded shot to the lake.
Shit, dude.
You go through one parking lot, and then it's just grass and a walk. I mean, there's not a lot.
That's the
fucking there.
easiest route there, Bob.
And then how many entry points were there? 3?
They showed. I'd have to go back and find that picture, but they showed
I
like
think they
3 or
showed
4.
like 3 or 4. So then we have like Dan, like Holloway at 1.
Yep.
With a gun, right?
Yeah.
What if it is Dan?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The fact that all the murders are bulletless tells me it can't be.
It can't be. Yeah.
Right.
He wants to squeeze
Yeah,
that
yeah,
trig,
yeah.
dude. He doesn't want to just push somebody in a river.
But he really does hate a drunk bro.
Yeah.
This is where
He doesn't like to be touched. And that's what a drunk,
drunk
bro,
bro
does
does.
immediately is hug, squeeze, touch.
Sure.
You know?
Grab dicks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lick dicks.
Goose
Things like that.
buttholes. Yeah.
Man, I think we might crack this. By the way, I want to say for legal purposes, we have no idea what we're doing and no idea if anything's going on at Unbarleavable or the other place.
And we all might get drugged and die.
Yeah, so we really want to say that. And we're also not financial advisors.
No.
So just want to say that too. We have nothing to do with any of this, but
Or detectives.
we think we might have cracked it.
Yeah, we're not telling you to spend your money on Barleavable.
No.
Financially.
No. This isn't like a
financially.
veiled commercial for
Sure isn't.
Unbarleavable.
It sure isn't, okay? But we are trying to solve a crime, and we're trying our best here.
We're trying to save these fucking bros, dude.
Let's save the bros.
Once the victims are bros,
Yeah.
then you guys get involved, right?
Yeah. And then
If it was a
we
lady,
really,
it'd be like, well,
if they're hot, we care. Like, we always care when hot people get murdered. If they're uggos, don't tell us about that.
A hot bro is a treasured resource, and we cannot be losing.
yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you remember, I think it was Tim Dillon talking about that, the hot bro from TikTok who murdered somebody, got in a car accident or whatever. Whatever happened with that, by the way?
You got let go.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, I don't know. I just want to say that.
Oh, I was
No,
like,
he's
holy
still in
shit.
jail, but Tim Dillon jokes about like still writing him and stuff.
That's funny. How many years did he get? Do we know?
I don't
Did he get
know.
sentenced for
It's
that?
manslaughter. I didn't keep up with it.
Okay. Because you always wonder there what really happens. Because the verdict just came down from that kid from Georgia, and he got a year probation. That was it. So I didn't know if you could buy your way out of it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Do we know how many years that guy got?
I'm still trying to find it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. It's weird how fast you forget about this shit. The news cycle's so crazy that you're
Right.
just like, oh shit, Jared Fogel's been in prison for 12 years already, and he's only got 6 years left.
I'm not going to Rainey anymore.
You are.
No.
Don't
No.
lie.
I hate Rainey to begin with. This is just another,
It's
kinda
just a good reason
notch in the
not
belt.
to.
Yeah. And you're getting older too when you don't like that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's, he already
just like,
mentioned West 6th already. And
I think
Rainey.
I think Tommy Want Wingy has brick and mortar somewhere. They moved.
No. Did they get a full brick and mortar?
I saw something
I would
that they
support
got.
that.
They have like an actual location now, or maybe they just changed locations from Rainey, which I was happy about.
So now they're at Barton Creek Saloon.
Where
where
is
they have
that?
been. So it's my buddy's bar on Barton Springs.
I mean, that's
Okay.
better.
You know where they were
It's
having
better.
the cars were kind of doing donuts in the intersection?
Oh yeah.
It was right there.
Oh, perfect. Never mind.
Yeah.
Tommy Want Wingy. Can you get out of places that
No,
are
Barton Springs Saloon is like really nice.
It's awesome.
right?
It's
Oh,
like
it
a nice
is?
area.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. It's
All
right
right.
by Terry Black's.
All right. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm good. I'm
So
in.
at least it's just like you don't have to go to Rainey for Tommy Want Wingy, right?
Okay.
That's the thing, which is great.
Because I just don't want to risk, getting murdered, obviously, for the wings. The wings are that good, though, that
What I
if it was
think-
the only one, yes, I would risk it.
what I think might actually happen is that you would just get offended that you're not murdered.
Not me, because it's
Oh,
happened
okay.
to me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I've been drugged. Sorry, you're talking to the wrong person, friend.
Right.
That's happened to me by a dude. So yeah,
Right.
I've already checked that off my list.
When you were at the age
of
that these serial killers are killing.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
I was at that age.
So it's like,
I was at that age. Yeah, 33. I'm too old now.
Are you trying to say that you've been raped, Ross?
No,
Honey was
I got out of
33.
it. I got out of it.
Well, that you know of.
Yeah. No, I definitely got
yeah,
out of it.
because you said even if you were dropped in water, you wouldn't even know. So I'm just kind of
Right.
wondering, like, maybe you,
No,
Maybe
I
you
made it home.
suppressed
maybe like
something.
something else happened that you didn't know.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember getting through the door and then violently throwing up. And the reason why I remember that is to this
Someone was holding
day.
your hair.
Yeah, somebody was holding your hair.
That's how you remember. Is that you were like, there's
Yeah, like
someone you had my back.
what you
and
keep
then had
telling
my
us
back.
is like, bro, I was gone. I didn't know what was going on. You
No,
could have
no,
put
no,
me in
no,
water. So like,
no.
what I'm saying, what we're all saying to you is like,
Sure.
you can't, without a shadow of a doubt, tell us that you weren't raped.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Episode 2, grappling.
Not
with
100%.
I'm just saying, like, not 100%, right? Like,
I
we
made
can't
it.
trust. We can't trust you
I made
because you
it.
already told us you were gone.
Yeah, yeah. Did I tell you the story of how I first knew what the effects of like a roofie was?
No.
There was a fraternity brother who, like, as that stuff is going around, you're like, man, how strong is it? Total bro moment, right? Where you're like, I could fucking beat a roofie, you know?
Oh, you guys all roofied each other.
No, one guy
Yourselves.
did it, and he
Okay.
goes, well, I could fucking do this or whatever. And so we sat around and watched him over the course of like 40 minutes immediately go face down on the ground and start vomiting everywhere. And it was just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, no.
Now, why did you guys have roofies?
We didn't. So he got one, and he just tried one to see what the hype was about, and it was awful. Yeah.
We just had, oh no, we only had one
We had one.
roofie.
I'll tell you
and we
this.
used it on ourselves.
Well, no, he did, and I could tell you his name, but
that's
after
fine.
seeing it, but here's the other part about this, right? After seeing it, I don't know what the allure would be because you're violently throwing up. I mean, like horrifically. So then you have to get past that and everything else, and it's
But
just too-
after that,
it's too much work.
as you said though, after you threw up and stuff,
Yeah.
you were gone.
Gone, and I got into bed and I was gone, but like. I don't know what the allure of that would be. You're still too heavy to do any. Like you're dead. I mean, you're lifeless at that point. So
I do know someone who bought. I don't know them. It's a story from a fraternity friend of mine from a different frat. But he knows someone who bought a roofie specifically to use it on someone else.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And what was the?
Well,
what
let me tell
ended
you-
up happening?
Let me tell you the reason. What the whole story behind it.
Okay.
So they were gonna have their senior pledge class bar crawl, right? And there was a guy, I guess, who had transferred in or something, who wasn't originally part of their pledge class, who they fucking hated. And they were like, he's gonna ruin it. We never hang out with him, but we have to invite him to this because he's part of our class. And I just don't fucking want him there. Fuck this guy. He's gonna ruin my whole night. So they get there, they're pre-gaming at the house, and they literally, at least one person literally roofied him just to keep him home and away from the rest of the group so that they could enjoy themselves because he had inserted himself into their lives and was trying to insert himself into this night, and they were just like absolutely fucking not.
And the more you guys talk, the
boy,
more
that's
I go,
really
I
funny.
might join the Rainey Street Ripper. What a fucking dickhead.
I know, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
It's
but
fucking
like,
awful.
it's not too far off from bro behavior, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so, like, am I on the Rainey Street Ripper's side? No.
Should these two really
Do I
represent
get it?
bro culture?
Who?
You two.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Should you?
So Bob, I have a.
But like, is there any other? Like, is there any other
I had a si-
representation? It's
hang
always
on.
the ones that are out in front that.
I have a similar story, Bob. It didn't involve drugs, though. It involved alcohol. There was somebody that I had to hang out with that I did not want to hang out with, and I knew it was going to be a long evening. And I just started ordering shots. And I knew this guy couldn't go shot for shot with me. And by the end of it, he blacked out and went home so that I didn't have to hang out with this person anymore.
Legit. That's what I would have done if I really wanted to do it one way or the other.
Jesse, I called you. I called you too, and I said, "Here's what I'm going to do."
I don't know who
Yep.
it was.
Jesse, I just don't want to be under the same bro umbrella. I feel like there's different subsects of bros.
Were you in a frat?
Yeah.
Yes, of
Hey,
course you was.
hold on. Can you show your ankle to the camera?
Do you have your fraternity tattooed on
Yeah,
your
the guy
leg?
with the frat tats. Like,
I want to say something, Delco. I
On his
didn't
ankle.
associate you with that, actually.
I did. He's got a fucking ankle
I didn't
tattoo.
know that.
I
Nobody
do.
gets an ankle tattoo. of
But
their fraternity.
fraternities in Florida are like fraternities in Arizona. We're a little different. We're not like
Boy, that is the broiest shit of all time, dude.
Actually,
the ankle
Delco-
tattoo of your fraternity.
Delco, you can't go to Rainey. They'll fucking kill you immediately.
Yeah, you'd be the first one they rape and dump in the river. Holy shit. Solving crimes today, damn it. Woo. Son of a, even Giorgio
The only
had to
ones,
walk away
actually,
and
the
get some
only
more
ones that
coffee.
are truly safe are Giorgio and I.
Yeah. Because Giorgio, they're going to spot the cauliflower ears and be like, I'm
Right.
not fucking with that guy. And by the way, every time we go out together, that's all we hear is like, oh man, is that shit? I'm not fucking with that guy. I was like,
Right.
yes, you're not fucking with that guy. 100%.
On that note, before we get off air, everyone knows I was at Red Rocks this weekend. Literally, one of the Brazilian guys that works there, he's just a stagehand that's like a rigger, like tries to do jujitsu with me in the middle of like the venue.
Why?
Why?
People do that with you a lot, though. Everybody wants to wrestle around with you, and it's like, hey, dude, you were an elite college wrestler. Like, what the fuck do you think the outcome is
He,
going to
did,
be
he
here?
didn't speak great English. I don't want to be racist. I don't know if he was Brazilian or Mexican. Can't really tell. Maybe both.
Who cares?
Samesies.
Samesies.
He's just like, oh, he hugs me up, kind of has meth mouth, and I'm like, "What's up, brother?" 'Cause I have like stuff to go.
Yeah.
And yeah, it happens.
Did you put
all
him
the time.
down? Did you put him down?
No, it's all like friendly, and we laugh, and we like hug for a second, and like kind of doesn't move, and then like I go about my.
It was
day.
a roadie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
also one on the record.
Yep.
Frat tat on the ankle. Like Jacob Nichols said in the chat. I got it for so I could get a discount at the liquor store every time, 20%.
Whoa.
Still frat.
Okay.
Though. Still a frat move.
Whoa.
When you get a tattoo to
Frat
get discount
move.
alcohol,
Total frat move.
Every time, yeah,
Whoa.
total, yeah.
it's totally
I
a
know.
frat move.
Oh yeah, and where was the last place you worked?
Well, that wasn't the last place I worked.
Oh, okay. What was the place before that?
Well, not that one either.
What was the place before that?
2018. yeah.
No. What is your employment history? Total frat move, some fucking lending and finance, and then
I mean,
gym,
it's
and then fucking
Crypto,
drinking, bro.
fucking
this
gambling.
is a pro LinkedIn profile, like to a T.
Real
where you're just like,
estate.
yes.
But it's not outward facing. Not outward facing. I will give you that.
Yeah, dude, man.
Like one of these guys over here is getting roofied.
We're arguing over the types of spots on a leopard.
He's got a ponytail. He
That's
might-
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
he might
I just
get
said
roofied.
one-
He's got a man bun.
No.
He'll get roofied. Yeah.
Is man bun frat?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just it's Austin.
It's not frat, but it is a type
Very
of bro.
Austin,
it's
yeah.
a type of modern bro that
Yeah.
this
Modern
maybe
bro.
old Austin defender hates.
Bill brings up another point.
All right, they're both getting roofied.
Golf Channel.
Both you.
Oh, that's
we
right,
would
you worked at the
we
Golf
would
Channel.
roofie both you guys.
Yeah,
What?
he worked at the Golf Channel. Like, dude, that's
Delco.
Your entire resume is like bro to a T of like dream jobs for bros.
He has the fucking audacity to sit here and basically say, "I'm one of the good ones."
Yeah.
So
It's like, come on, dude.
But the Florida frats, they're different.
I mean, even if we said your ex-girlfriend, people, I mean, it's just the resume of bro is, I mean, it's just off the bro charts.
They
at this
literally
point.
inspire to be him. They tell stories of a bro who's done all these
Yes.
things, and it's Dan
But
Regester.
he's working on being deprogrammed. Do you know what I mean? Like from the cult.
made it out of the Northeast.
Sure.
Delco had the
Like he's
broest life
running
looked.
from the.
But if your company was on the New York Stock Exchange, it would be BRO. Like that would be your symbol on the ticker. It's like you couldn't be more bro to a T.
And one of the biggest bro things you can do now is saying, "I'm trying to deprogram myself," and just like gamble.
He didn't say it. I said
didn't
it.
say those words, you bitch.
He didn't say it. I did. He didn't say it.
Oh,
I am the
love
true
it,
bro.
dude.
You're right, Bob. I am the
Yeah,
true bro.
The bro survivor, dude.
The bro survivor.
We should have bro survivor. It's just a survivor for all bros.
I like that. Dan, we're merch. Can we get that? The Survivor shirt, which is bro
Bro
Survivor.
survivor, dude. I've made it. Nobody was able to tear me down. Because immediately the first thing he said to me when I walked into work today was like, "Did you see Kid Rock shooting up all those Bud Light cans with a machine gun?" I was like, "Man, that's exactly what a bro would be watching first thing in the morning."
I was wondering why he
Well-
did that.
Yeah, sure you were, because you're a bro and you were.
You
like,
know
yeah.
why he did it, though, right?
Yeah.
He told me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even want to give that dude any more shine, so I'm not even gonna say that person's name anymore. I'm all done with that fucking guy.
I like that you were pissed about the Kate Spade bag, but Bud Light, take it.
What? With that? Yeah, take it. Go ahead and take it. Bud Light? Yes. I'm not. So with Bud Light, that is the.
That makes more sense to you than him doing the Kate Spade bag?
So Kate Spade to me is like an upper class thing, whereas Bud Light, I've never had a time in my life, and maybe it's me, and we can bro out on this. I've never had a time where I'm like, man, going into the fucking grocery store, I'm going to grab a 12-pack. I've never reached for a Bud Light.
Sure. But you've reached for many of the companies they own.
Right.
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
They own 120 fucking companies, so yeah.
Tell Ross about Bud Light in college.
Yeah, were you a Bud Light guy?
Well, Natty,
So I was Natty.
but that's AB.
It's Anheuser-Busch.
and that's
Yeah,
not
look,
even like
but-
AB owned.
Dude, the
That's
Rainey
like,
Street
they own
Ripper is
all of
going to
it.
walk into the studio right now and murder all of you
know.
guys.
I
But
know.
Bud Light was the fancy one. So if you for like game day, I'd get like bottles of Bud Light instead of like cans of Natty. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
look at you.
I know.
Look at you.
And they
Bud Latte.
for that
Okay.
brief moment in time, they would do the college color cans.
Yes.
So you would have a UCF
cute.
black and gold
The Rainey
Bud
Street
Light.
Rip.
Yeah,
First,
yeah. The Rainey Stripper just walked in right there.
Yeah.
Right in the background, yep.
That's how we know it's not him.
My go-to initially was Miller Lite. That was my jam, and then Natty Light. Bob was up there too. That was onesie twosies.
Well, I tried to tee Bob up, but because we were in a Missouri town and Missouri school,
Yes.
Bud ran everything. It was either Bud Heavy or Bud Light. Like everyone,
Yeah.
Bud Select. Oh, dude, we were there when Bud Select came.
You didn't go to Walgreens and get a 24-pack of
No, 'cause
Big Flats?
It felt like you were repping your team. For some reason, buying Budweiser in Columbia just felt like, you know, you're doing the thing.
Okay. Yeah, I never went for the Bud Light. Coors Light would probably be third on that list for me. Behind
Silver Bullet.
Yeah, dude. I would take a Silver Bullet.
These are all bro beers, though.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, as a bro, I'm not denying I'm a bro. Delco's the one denying his bro-ship.
For many years, there were only bro beers. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Oh,
This fancy
100%.
beer thing is still relatively new.
Yes.
For like 40 years, there was nothing but hard men bro drinking.
100%.
I'm not denying that I'm a bro. I'm saying there's just different subsects of bros.
Dan Holloway just audibly
It's true.
gasped
Oh
and
boy, if we had a
spit takes.
camera on Holloway right now on the set of Drinking Bros, holy shit, dude. He might have done a desk pop over there. Just
You're right.
Fired it
You're
into
right.
the ceiling.
There's different kind of bros. There's bros that wear their hat backwards. They're bros that don't wear a hat.
Yep.
And they're bros that wear their hat forward. And there's
Sure.
literally no other kind.
Yeah. I'm not denying my broship. He's denying it. I don't know why Delco's denying his broship.
Me and Rob are not the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you
I mean,
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
We're not.
If I had to go down both of your resumes on
The music that we choose to listen to, our workout regimen, there's
fine.
different things.
I agree with you.
Oh,
that-
Giorgio's walking away from the desk now. Even he's out of this convo. No. If I'm stacking Rob and Delco's resumes against each other, it's Delco.
I agree with you, but also at the same time, it's like you're comparing like a fucking Danish person to a German person. It's like, no, man, we're different. And it's like, yeah, a little, maybe. Like, it's not that different. No one from China thinks we're different. Like,
I've got on the brosy onesie twosie here. It's Delco over Bob, but it's close.
That's more of a bro?
Yeah, it's close. I mean, just hearing the resume out loud now. Yeah, it's close. Bob, do you have a tattoo of your fraternity
no,
on
but he wears
your body?
Vineyard Vines all the time.
I do wear a lot of vineyard vines.
He sure does. But again, Bob has never denied his broness. I've never denied you. You seem to be ashamed of it, and it's strange, dude. Embrace it.
No,
Maybe
he's
because
just
we're both
showing.
married.
He's just showing bros a different way. Right?
Like, I don't really want to wear a polo. Rob wears polos all the time.
Right?
I'm more likely to wear like a tank top.
Sure.
The other bro shirt.
It's a different bro.
Schofield in the chat says Rob and Delco arguing over the brodom is like the Brolander. There can only be one, and that's simply not true. Like there can be multiple bros.
They're just arguing over like which one would be roofied by the Rainey Street Ripper, right?
Yes. So
And I-
all right.
When in
Depends
fact,
on how the Ripper's feeling that day.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I'm going off of current looks now, it's going to be Bob who gets roofied, I think,
yes,
and dumped in the river.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Delco's a little heavier to carry down in that river. He's got a beard. Now he's got a sleeve tattoo, so it's like
Right.
could be a little dangerous. Might be able to fight off the roofie a little bit longer.
No, I
whereas
think-
Bob is an easy roof.
he'd have
I
to
think-
wear a flip flop to show the tattoo.
I think I would fight the roofie off better. He would fight the actual person off better.
Oh yes,
I have a higher poison tolerance than him. I'm sure of it.
Ooh, that's a good one. You might be right on that.
I'm sure of it.
It's a weird flex.
It is a
but
weird
yeah.
flex, but I like it. I like it a lot. Now my mind is spinning on that one.
Sure.
I think.
I don't drink that much. Yeah.
I know. You might go down first. But I think appearance-wise is where you start. You look at the two dudes across the bar. You say, all right, who could I roofie first and kind of get him down to the river? And then you probably start with Bob. If that didn't work out and Bob was still going after 45, then maybe you chuck one into Delco's and then kind of play the waiting game.
Well, that's kind of what the idea was going to be. That was like Bob was the bait, and then we'd have other people kind of standing watch,
Yeah.
not drinking,
Yeah.
maybe acting like you are or whatever, and then being there to kind of like save your bro
And I've got one of
and
those.
kill the Ripper.
I've got what just in case. I've got an Apple Air disc up my ass.
There you go.
Yep.
Location. We can find him. We can find where that sweet ass is.
I'm low jacking my asshole.
And look, I think we should end the show on that.
Yeah, because like he just won the bro contest with that one.
If you're out there on Rainey Street in Austin, go ahead and make sure to bro jack your asshole because we don't want you to end up dead in a fucking river.
Yep.
Look at us today. I didn't expect to walk in and solve a murder mystery case today, but we did.
Did you?
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
did. I think we know exactly what's going on. And, Austin PD should get on horseback down by that river and just kind of patrol the area, you know?
Yeah, I think that's.
They got horses
that's
down
the
there.
idea, yeah.
Yeah, they got horses down there. And if Bad Bunny was in town, he'd be riding on the back of it.
Yep.
We learned that today.
Yep.
Learned a lot about living and a little about love today.
Right. Right.
That's what Alan Jackson taught us. And I'm going to teach you to go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. All the fucking advertisers care about. We're close to 2,000 on there. So jack it up, brother. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.